Why so
All right.
serious, sir?
He was staring at me, talking, I think, trying to figure out what I was saying. Alrighty, guys, let's kick this off. Looks good. Everything, I think, sounds good. Welcome to the One Love community, Discord, streaming in the community today, recording, posting afterwards, coming at you with the Curation Bonanza, sponsored by Ionomy. With me today, we got Bird and Dude. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Fine.
Let me turn down the tunes, make sure you guys are clear here. So our curators have been working pretty hard. We ended up missing last week. I needed to take a week to deal with myself. Feeling good, looking good this week. Big thing, my focus is dealing with these bags, guys. Man, I need sleep. That said, we're up early to curate your guys' content because we're so enthusiastic about DTube. I appreciate our curators. You know, they keep finding the content that they deem as quality, right? But they're really trying to expand and find new creators. We don't have a whole lot of new ones being listed on this week's featuring, but there's a few here I am not familiar with, so I'm quite curious to see what they have for us. On screen,
Yeah, this looks like a good list.
Yeah.
We'll just dive right in.
Sounds
top
good.
link, Adventurous Soul. Nice.
No, big concern's an understatement. I'm very concerned.
But you're 10 times more fit than I am.
You are not putting a rag on your face.
I miss swimming. I miss the swimming in the sauna.
Yeah,
So what's the plan? We'll do these.
Enough to have a set of 22, some bright coloured parakeets.
Well, I guess I should tell everybody, curation engagement here. So all engagements on these links are going to get a vote and a tip from me. So go comment and you'll get votes and tips.
Sunflowers are growing. Have you noticed the GoPro, how I've changed it? So it's
This is in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a great big microphone on it anymore. Are we doing sprints today? 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5.5.
He's one of the few really serious lifestyle vloggers we have that really like what we provide.
No, big concern's an understatement. I'm very concerned. If they lock us down again, if they say, oh, sorry, the pool's got to be closed again, we're going to have to pull out.
The lockdowns in Australia are nuts.
There's no way in the world.
In Toronto, I was listening to what they're doing in Toronto, where they're making it in Canada. They're making everyone fly into 4 airports, and then the mandatory PCR test, and then quarantine hotel if you don't pass it. It's nuts.
Oh my god, I had no idea what they're really doing now. I'm luckily just sort of sitting it all out.
Yeah, don't try to travel. If you show up at the airport and you fail the test, and looking into the test is a whole other story, but if you fail the test, you have to pay for a 2-week quarantine hotel. And the hotels are owned by China. You really can't make it up.
It's just turned into a giant cash cow in one way.
Yeah, that's the plan.
ADE. Why I don't have any Bitcoin. Mr. Clickbait here. Goddamn.
Yeah, I'd be
I love
surprised if
ADE.
someone that's been around for this long doesn't have any Bitcoin.
He has a lot of stake in other if I'm not mistaken, he just doesn't like the concept of the transactions going so high. So when he's at the moment that he wants to take profit, it costs him the most. So he's spread out in various other things.
Yeah, I was just looking at some Ethereum accounts, like money stuck there. Like it's like $500 to withdraw. Like I was testing out Aave like around Thanksgiving, and it's like I've got like, you know, just a little test money on there, and to get it out, it's like $500. So it's just stuck forever, unless they go into another bear market and people stop using it.
I think part of the issue is also all the dApps on top of Ethereum with all their tokens causing Ethereum tractions to be so congested. They need to come up with a solution to the congestion of the blockchain per se, like faster blocks. You know, if they had faster blocks, then per se the congestion would go down, the miners would just run through the cycle faster and it would solve itself. But I don't know the fundamentals behind making that actual.
Yeah, that seems tough.
Anime for the world. Our boy here.
All right, shoot.
Yeah,
I do like these, and I like talking. I missed last week, but I gotta hop off in like 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Oh, no sweat. Just pound through it then. Let's see if you. This is a speed round. This is a Curation Bonanza speed round, guys.
I like to talk and just look at this stuff though, because.
Oh, I know.
Right.
A little bit of reviewing.
This
this is one of the new accounts.
I wanted to be in like Thailand and Vietnam.
Yeah, this is a new account, guys. This is a good account to go support. I would love to do this. This is like my dream. When DTube pops off, this is what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, still waiting for it to pop off.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's cool.
It might be a couple years, but in a couple years, OneLove might be built out to be a dApp community at that point, like a DAO. Who knows? We might actually like evolve to have a physical location we could pay to bring you guys to fucking sit down and have a goddamn conversation on our own fucking private jet flowing in kind of shit. You know, like when things happen, I'm not going out there being my own millionaire. That's for sure. How's Half His doing today?
Oh, this looks cool.
Hope all are well.
No way.
It's another one of those things I would so love to do.
Get into drones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
I had a little stunt drone for a while. It was fun to play with, but it doesn't last long enough. You know, you want to capture that footage and see the view, and my little drone would go up there for 5 minutes, do some flips around. I'd see the top of the school, and that was it.
Is compounds, and you can't just stop and then think it's going to figure out how to survive without that, right? You have to go through a slow, gradual process. And Elatom says it took him 20 years or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm about year 11.
Nice.
You know, it was around 2010, 2011. I was experiencing all kinds of health issues, problems with celiac, casein, lactose, allergies, and meat. I was a Buddhist, but I could.
Up close.
I recognize that immediately. As soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, that's way beyond. I don't fully understand these videos.
Another anime.
Oh, yeah,
we vote
he
like 2 of
enters.
his every time.
Yeah, he entered himself, and he was entered by someone else, I think. And same with Mondo
One of
Sean,
these is
the
gonna
dude.
get a big one.
Okay. I would say Mondo Sean should get a big vote.
Okay, we'll save the last one for the big one.
That's the dude, by the way.
Yeah. This is it. This is the one.
Yeah. The reason I say he should get the big one is he just told me that I have been in the majority of his content for a long time. He said it mentions my name. The guy's singing about Dookie or something.
16 seconds.
2 minutes and 16 seconds. You can catch his song talking about Dookie. That's an instant win for me.
So let me tell you something, lady. When you float this flow, it's all creaming, baby. I made this one for the honeys in the party. To find a honey and dance body, the party step 1. Fish and grab honey by the waist.
All right, well deserved. Monster hot dog sandwich. Love it.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah. You got to see the finished product.
I'll do it, yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. The dude, one sausage wasn't enough. He had to go for 4. Not just 2, but 4.
Well, the package is like 4, so what the hell,
Nice, dude.
So we're going to try work this next week a bit on... Yeah, take off. I get that. No worries.
What are you saying next week?
I just want to try work on expanding into new accounts, focusing on curating new accounts for the next Bonanza. So
Okay.
Hopefully we could really energize the community.
All right, sounds good. All right, take care, guys. Have a good week.
Yeah, it was great having you, Bird. Thank you very much for jumping in. Short time frame today. Peace out, buddy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That was the Bird with a quick drop in. Man. What a quick Bonanza. So we just pounded through that entire list. Let me run down the idea of the curation engagement hustle for you guys.
That was actually the quickest ever.
Yes, that was. He told me I only got a couple minutes, so I'm going to pound through it, and you could just talk a little bit. I was like, okay, sounds good. We are going to be engaging everybody that engages those posts. So anybody watching this video, this week's engagement hustle is for you to go and comment on one of those posts and share it to Twitter. Please share it to Twitter. Once you're done sharing it to Twitter, bring your Twitter link or alternative social media for dude. Noise Cache counts as Twitter in my eyes. Bring it into the
okay.
DTube Snap channel. Drop your link, and then we'll go and upvote you on whatever platform, share you, and then go and give you your vote and tip on the DTube posts. I'm sitting on like a couple million VP, guys, so get your comments in and you could earn yourself some good money for engagement. As it's just me and dude here sitting in the house. Show you the list here properly in Discord. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not bad. While we chill out for a little bit, it is a quiet day today. I am going to put on some tunes and just sip some coffee. How is that BIS thing going for you, duder? You got anybody?
For now it's like one sandwich this month.
Okay. Well, it'll usually be end of the month. You tend to get the people like, oh crap, I gotta get that in. I've had all month. Oh no.
I'm gonna see that week this week. Like, I think we have another 2 or maybe 3 coming in. We'll see. For now, I'm kind of disappointed of the interest the food is. It looks like to be too much work to make a sandwich. We'll see.
I would honestly put it more on the market than anything you're trying to do. 3 years of trying to run different things and basically failing every time has shown me that most times it's not relevant to the actual project. It's relevant to the people you have to help network it, and then also what the fuck the market is doing. Because, like, if the market's going to shit, nobody's going to give a good goddamn about anything to do with social posting, unless they happen to be someone already doing it, and then usually they already have something lined up they plan on doing. So it's not looking for a contest or an engagement, participation, community event. Same idea kind of goes when things are in a bullish market. You notice people tend to trend towards being less engaging and almost dedicate themselves just to content creation. But it's not content creation to be participating in anything, really. Most times it's content creation to be defining yourself as a creator. So it's a weird line to walk. Anyways, I could discuss a little bit for this recording. The One Love community is slowly shifting to being a platform neutral. We're not getting rid of OneLoveDTube by any means. That's still like my pride and joy is OneLoveDTube, always will be OneLoveDTube. One Love motherfucking DTube. It's the reason why I exist is One Love DTube. But the One Love community is the neutral zone. So we have this hive. We have the One Love DTube account. The hive will be the neutral zone, and One Love DTube can continue operating as our curation project that's been ongoing. It doesn't need to change, manual effort. Just rebrand the hive. Use the hive as our neutral destination. So I'm going to be asking everybody to share everything that you want into the community. We're going to be trying to encourage voting, and I'm considering moving towards a delegation-based system of rewards somehow for Hive, so there's a reason for people to empower our community. They'll actually get the curation reward or whatever it is. Still trying to figure out how to really inspire some activity. But as you can see, we got Mondo Sean bringing his Bisque contest in here for us. Being a DTube video.
Mondo Shavan. SHAWAN. Shavan.
Mondo Sean.
Mondo Shavan. I'm not an ape or anything. It's just Shavan. I'm an alien. That's alien. Think a little alien.
Okay. You're a Mongo Sean.
What's up, man?
No.
What's going on?
Now you're just lucky like that you're 12,000 K away from me, you know?
Yeah. Well, you could still wreak havoc if you're so inclined to. So, as his post here says, win at least 20 Hive, and he's having a bit of an issue getting participation. So I'm encouraging him to bring it into the One Love community and inspire everybody to participate, hopefully. And One Love's going to be backing this going into the future as well. We don't know yet if he's going to bring it into being a video-based contest, but within the One Love community, should be able to get some participation, we're hoping. Even at just sharing, right? Share it into the community. We're One Love. Unless you're doing something negative, it's all good. Hi, Shubo. How you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Good.
Is it already that time?
For the Shuvo?
Oh no.
You see all those links in chat?
Yeah?
Those are our engagement hustle for today. I would like you to make sure everybody knows to go and comment on those posts, and I'm going to be tipping everybody that does.
Yeah, I'll try.
That would be awesome. And make sure you comment too. Go comment on all those posts and you'll get lots of tips.
Anyway, how was your time?
Good. Just chilling. We had a super fast Curation Bonanza. Bird jumped in here, blew through all the votes in about 10 minutes, hopped off, and he's got important business to take care of for today. So I was super stoked that he was able to join us on short notice and be able to do it all for us.
Oh, actually, in this day, I also
You're doing good?
very busy.
Oh,
Yeah,
busy.
also doing good, but I also spending busy time because it's last day my city chamber for this week, and that is why I also working for a long time in my city chamber. 2 hours ago, I also come back my home, and I also listening you. That's it, and I'm in my bed.
You're always in your bed, Shuvo. Hey,
Yeah.
we're bed buddies.
And, yeah. Actually, it's a time fact because when you active, I'm in bed because it's deep night. That's the main problem.
Yeah. So people ask me like,
Yeah, I wish I could get up a little bit earlier, but
on that level yet.
it seems like the time between about 7 a.m. and 8:30 is when I get the most people from all around the world kind of stopping in at the same time, like my time, which would be like 2 a.m. your time, and like, you know, it's 11 a.m., 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. bird time, and DJ Caft there is like after work time.
Enemy. Hello, my friend.
He mutes us.
I'm here, guys. I'm just
So actually, that's the moment I say goodbye.
You server deafened yourself.
Boogie, my friend, I will come back soon. Come back soon because
you were server deafened.
You were the one cutting my audio.
No, it wasn't me. You were server deafened. I don't know how that happened. I think it was dude.
Dude.
No. But I would do that. What?
You guys are hilarious.
That's it.
You just move them.
In the ass.
Where'd he go? Oh well. Oh, you guys are hilarious.
They're all gone now.
Yeah. I guess Shuvo and Anime are off to go have a English-speaking conversation. They left at the same time. They're off doing some dirty business together.
I think I did actually. I think I kicked DJ Cuffed. I wasn't really aware of that. So, I just realized I can't even tag him anymore. If ever he's coming back, that wasn't me, yeah? You know nothing. You please, you know nothing about that, huh?
Let me message him so he's not having a freak out.
he's there, he doesn't understand anything now. He can't find the One Love community anymore.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck just happened? Where is it? I can't even find his general channel in his server. Main chat channel. Yeah, he does.
He never invited me, so that says a lot. So I'm not that bad anymore to kick him out.
There, I told him you accidentally kicked him.
Yeah. At least I know now what this button does.
Yeah. Let me send him an invite. He should get his rolls back automatically, I think. Yeah, he's like, somebody kicked me out, I can't get back in, I need an invite. At least he's a good sport. Welcome to One Love. Get the fuck out. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. My chat blurs out the swear words.
Oh, it's back.
I'm just noticing, like on my screen there, it actually blurs out your F word. Let's test this. Oh, does that one too.
Who blurs what?
Oh, got ass. If you look at my chat screen, you'll see what I'm talking about on the pop-up on the bottom. It censors bad chat. Just noticed that.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay.
Because I'm running it through the Restream bot.
He lost all permissions. That's good. You see? Don't fuck with the devil, eh?
Sucks to be you now, doesn't it?
Yeah, that happens, you know.
There you go, DJ.
Ah non, maintenant il est de retour.
You're not funny, dude.
I don't know what happened here.
I had no invitation. I had to like ask everyone, can you invite me back, please? What the fuck, dude? And now you're giving Juki some extra work because you have to give me all the roles back, bruh. Okay. You know how we say that in when somebody does something like that, we say enculé.
Hey, tu sais quoi?
Enculé.
Moi, j'ai pas besoin de fumer pour rigoler après, hein.
Ah, ouais, c'est bon, vas-y. Je parle plus avec toi, t'es méchant. T'es méchant. Il est méchant. He's a meanie. He's a bully, baby. You must put his bully.
He's our enforcer.
I don't need to smoke to have a laugh after that.
Yeah. Thank you for making my morning a laugh, guys. So you know what's going on for today, Anime. You can echo the message to everybody else. The link's up above, that big list there. That's our engagement hustle for today. Bird already jumped in, smashed through all the Curation Bonanza in like fucking 15 minutes flat. And so yeah, you go comment on those posts. Share one to a social media. It's in From the Heart here.
Okay, From the Heart.
Share one to a social media somewhere, and then bring the link back into the DTube Snap channel. The Twitter link.
So like sharing on.
Then we'll go and we'll
send you a link to the tweet that I just said.
Yeah, basically share one of these after leaving a comment on the post to Twitter or any of the social medias. And then we'll go and we'll upvote your comment and send you a tip. So this is for everybody, all of them that do it. You just got to bring your link back and drop it in DTube Snap to claim your reward.
Okay. I'll be doing that as soon as I get home.
Yeah, no worries. I'm also hoping, in case you touch base with anybody else, echo it around the community. I'd like to see a lot of engagement on this one. I'll follow up Thursday.
What I can do is first I'm gonna like copy paste all the links on my server on my announcement page, and then I'll just do the Twitter one and then drop a comment because I have a lot of VP right now, so I can drop like a big VP comment.
All right.
I'll be doing that.
Yeah, and I'll vote and direct tip. So even on the people that aren't going to get anything from the voting, they'll get a direct tip from essentially my curation reward of voting them.
Alright, cool. That's sweet. Pretty sweet. But comment is better than a like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Zahid sporting the noise cash tipping. Right on Zahid. Yeah.
So
thanks, Said.
Shuvo didn't show up today. I think
He
some
did
Shuvo's
come.
not gonna show up. He did? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He was just right before somebody kicked me. I remember now.
There we go.
So Shuvo was all peachy again?
Yeah, he was doing all right today.
All right. I'm glad he took it well. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How do you get free tips on that frickin' page on Noise Cash? Is it based on your activity? Because I haven't been active. I haven't gotten crap in free tips. There you go. I just tipped you fat. Bring it up. Boom, you're up at 23 cents on the Noise Cash. The interesting thing with this is that they just give you the tips, right? So like you don't feel inclined, bound to stake. There's an interesting dynamic being bound to your stake and tipping economy. It doesn't really work together. But in this Noise Cash, you're not bound to anything. They just give you tips. I kind of feel inclined to just like give it all away.
So it's like they like add address.
You just use your BCH address. Thank you.
I heard something actually pretty hardcore about the drone theory.
I just realized that you can't connect to your posts or your only to the community, like to attack or to your username, but not to the stuff you're posting actually.
Oh, you can. You have to click on the thing that says 1 minute. Right? So if I click 1 minute, it'll actually bring me to the link of that exact post. So if I go to like my posts, I figured this out right away. Because you like try link to this, and it's like, how do I link to this? The sharing doesn't really have anything, right? Doesn't give you much option. But if you click the 1 week ago, it'll actually bring up you the post link at the top.
Just like Twitter actually.
Yeah, okay.
So then,
thanks for that.
Right?
That's a newbie.
Yeah, so that's like the difference is you look for the / post / and some weird numbers. I just dropped a link there so you get an example. Oh. Zahid's saying they give about 0.55 tip per day in the free tips. I imagine that's based on activity though, right, Zahid? Yeah, he says yes, it's based on activity. Yeah, I've been, I leave it at about 33%. I kind of feel inclined just to give it all away though, because like we're not paying for it. This is a great way for us to support each other. I mean, even if you do keep 50% or whatever, hell, they're giving you free money to try curate content. I think all of us should really be on Noise Cash and active daily and really try push ourselves as being an active community. So anybody there, please follow the One Love Chamber.
All right.
There is
doing my best.
Technically 2. There is a One Love, which is very open-ended, and looked like it got taken over by randomness of just love. I started that one. Damn it. So I think we'd be best to go with the new one, Duty Put It. Duty Put It. The One Love community.
Yeah, we have OneLoveDTube, One Love, or One Love community. I created the three different kind of tags.
Hey, Dookie.
No.
Did you hear about the torrent coin?
Hey, enemy.
Which coin? Can you type it? I don't know why your mic's kind of being crappy.
Oh, okay. I'll type it in from the heart.
Enemy? My
Yes,
friend, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, Shuko.
Send you OneLoveDTube server.
Oh, thank you, Shuko. But why, Shuko? Why? I know you love me and everything, Shuko, but why give me one DTube? You need those DTube. Stop giving DTube. Keep them DTube. You must keep them forever, Shuko.
Why is he giving you DTube?
Oh yeah. Sure. I also invite you DTube server.
Your what, Shuko? I didn't get you.
Maybe I also sent you. Check your DM. Check my DM.
Thank you. You're so sweet, Shuko.
Thank you, man. Oh, Duki, I also subscribe OneLoveDTube YouTube account.
You send me the link. Yeah. No, you know why I asked you this link, Shuko? Huh?
Why? Tell me.
Because somebody kicked me out of OneLoveDTube.
Why? Who's the guy?
I don't know why. Dude, why?
Shit that I face on the daily, facing all the devils in my mind, so crazy. Living like I know that this mic can save me. Working on the vision, ain't no time to
Hey, Cuffed.
Yeah.
To be sure, but I still can kick you. I still can ban you. I still can disconnect you.
Now I understand.
No.
Now I understand.
No, dude.
I can kick you all the way from here. I understand.
Voilà. Un truc, je vais te dire. Prochaine fois, je vais arriver en Belgique et je vais te kicker tout de suite, direct, dans ta face.
He's saying the first time I ever see you, I'm going to kick you in the face, basically.
Well, at least he's being honest.
Yeah, I know. I know you want to give me a kiss the first time you see me.
Et sur la voie 3, il y a le train qui arrive pour Capt, pour le amener à la maison. Et s'il ne va pas prendre ce train-là, il va rater le train. Il n'en a plus de train pour aller à la maison. Et comme ça, il ne peut pas fumer ce soir.
Mais je suis déjà en train de fumer dans la gare. Parce que de quoi tu parles là. Donc je te montre. He doesn't believe that I'm smoking in the train station and everything. You guys should know.
But luckily, your microphone is crap. We can't really understand what you're saying, you know.
Yeah, that helps.
That should.
Hey there, he pops himself up smoking in the train station.
I'm keeping my corona distance safe.
Yeah. I wish I was allowed to smoke inside, guys. I'd be so sitting here bogan. It'd be a whole different kind of stream, though. That's kind of Yeah, I did a few of those for the can of Curate, and it's a little bit different. That's where the shit show really comes into play.
Hey, Cuff, you have something underneath your chin. Some, I don't know what it is. It's something
It's a
underneath your
diaper.
chin.
It's
Ah, you had the diaper on the chin. Yeah, okay.
yeah. I already know that one. You're too old, man. You're too old.
I don't wear diapers.
Why are you wearing
Don't
diapers?
worry. One day, we all were born and we start wearing diapers. And once we are going to die, we're also going to wear diapers. Don't worry about it. We're all going to wear diapers in one way or another.
We all wear them twice in life.
Yeah, something like that.
Exactly. The only two things for sure in life: you're born and you die, and you wear diapers. I say born and death are one thing.
The cycle of life. You come back, it's something that you, for your merit from what you did in your past life, or you just go to heaven, whatever people believe.
Duty went silent here with the talk about diapers. I think we hit a soft spot.
Oh, I just can't see a point to talk about diapers. You know? What's the point?
Yeah, I know you.
Well, it depends.
Come on,
like
bring it. Bring it. Don't sing it.
But I'm one of those sing talkers. Didn't you know? I sing through my speech.
You know what you're the best in? You should. You know what you should do sometimes, Yuki? Like a dish competition. I know you win that shit.
I'm not very good on the fly. When I need to be, it's more like it's the random shit that I'm good at.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best shit. That's when people go completely random. That's the best shit. Out of your head.
Hey, Kaft, your symbol is blinking, but we can't hear anything.
Oh.
Hey, you.
I think that's because he muted you.
You're still blinking.
Probably because somebody muted me.
Hello, Kaft?
Yeah.
There?
Yeah. Good one.
Take the diapers out of your face. Maybe that's the problem. You have diapers in your face, so we can't hear you.
Bruh. You want a kiss, dude? I think you need to kiss.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys seen my discussion I was having in the main DTube Discord. I ended up inviting the guy to come join us. I was like, oh yeah, you want to come join us on chat? We'd love to have a discussion. The guy's really grilling into it. The discussion of the biggest is in the general discussion. Started by Intrepid Surfer.
How can you call yourself Unbalanced Rocket?
I'm pretty sure this dude is just a troller. Either that, or it's actually the biggest himself, or someone that knows the biggest and is presenting themselves as a alternative party. Yay! Welcome to decentralized spaces.
Intrepid Server is there too. I see.
Yeah, Intrepid Surfer. He's a good dude. I really like him. So he brought up the conversation talking about the biggest sharing multiple channels and whatnot. Unbalanced Rocket kept bringing it back to the discussion, being like, yes, it's original content. He has permission to share it. And I was like, I don't think you're thinking, as I state it here. His last statement Also, you're looking at DTube like there is a reward pool. There is none. There is only coins going out to stakeholders, so content is just a placeholder. Now, my response to that, and that's going on after a long discussion about content and how it is viewed as like a content creator versus like a stakeholder, blah, 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 blah. Long discussion there. He keeps diverting the subject of the actions as a stakeholder and what you expect of the platform and where you wish to see it go. So my response was, I don't think you're considering the perspective of an original content creator viewing the platform. Despite permission of sharing, one account posting multiple accounts or sharing does not inspire original creation, which is the point I believe Intrepid Surfer is making. Yes, DTube allows this activity, cross-posting, sharing, but I don't see the activity of sharing inspiring original creation on any platforms when the sharing is as easily incentivized. So he responded, well, if DTube wanted to inspire original creation, should have created a reward pool. You know, ends up wrapping that back to the original content. And I was like, you know, your definition of original content is irrelevant to the discussion. End up at the bottom, going down to stating, you know, jealousy aside, we have a known issue with incentives, and within One Love, we have started discussion of potential solutions. If you care to join us on Sunday, you know, hinted at him, inviting him in. Each time I defeat the argument of what he's bringing forward to implement a rewards pool for authors as the solution by inviting him into the community. He continuously sidesteps the discussion of the solutions and goes back to the accusation that the content is original and he has permission to share based on how the platform is designed. So it's kind of like that perfect example of the situation where we need to design the platform to be acceptable use in the eyes of the community. So like people like me and Intrepid Surfer won't be asking the biggest or trying to contact the biggest to ask him to verify all the channels that he is sharing, is essentially where we're at now. Meanwhile, we might actually be talking to the biggest and he's arguing that he has permission but refuses to actually identify himself. Right? That very well could be the biggest for all anyone knows.
So what I understand is that actually that one guy just can kill the platform.
It does seem to be that way if it so chooses to be done. But that is kind of the problem with any blockchain, and why decentralization is a fundamental issue, and like token distribution is usually a big aspect. This is our first big holder, and it's not a real issue. DTube could wipe them off the planet if we so decided. You know, there's enough stake in there, but it's to get DTube involved, it would require like serious abuse, and we're still actually just at the question of, is this abuse? You know, like trying to define what is abuse. How do we determine that? How do we make it easily outlineable? How do we make it transparent so people know that he's not trying to abuse the system? Because if he is, like, the accusation is that he's sharing a community. The community has given him permission to use all of their content, and the community is actually, it would be like One Love going and making a One Love account and all of us giving rights to posting our content onto that channel. Where am I getting audio from? Who is that?
Just yourself. That's the only. I hear you and your music.
No, it's not me. It's not me.
It's
yeah.
capped.
I muted.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay. So the biggest situation is almost like a representation of OneLove in some ways, where like if OneLove went to a platform and decided all of us contribute our content to a single account to start posting to earn rewards for the community, as a community we'd be like, okay, yeah, let's fucking do it, let's maximize our ability, let's do it. One person will dedicate their time to doing all this cross posting for us. It's actually a genius idea in some regards that way. I don't argue against that fact. My fact is the fact that there's no transparency to be able to identify the fact that that's what's happening, other than us having to communicate with him, but we haven't gotten any response from him directly, so we'd have to then go to the original accounts that he is then sharing. But that is all things that shouldn't even really be an arguing point, you know, like trying to identify what appropriate behavior is of the platform. You know, like as it is now with an account like that existing, we need to identify that it is an account that's sharing in a community's content, because as the viewpoint of an original creator seeing that happen, there's no reason to get involved if the largest stakeholder on the platform can share whatever the fuck they want and reward themselves. Nobody has a chance to really, you know, match them without making a massive investment. You know, question comes like, is there an effort to create original content? We're more likely to see people evolve to do the exact same thing that he's doing, where they will be trying to share or content they believe is quality, if that's the case, or worst case scenario, sharing whatever they want and just buying a huge stake to be able to then take advantage of the rewards that come of it.
How wouldn't it be possible to have some kind of limitation on that one? Say, like have a limit on power for, well, especially the big stakeholders, the whales and stuff, so they can't really abuse with their whole money power, you know?
No, not really. Gets into systems of censorship or centralization.
No, I'm not talking about centralization or censorship. It's just like to give a certain limit. You can have as much money as you want, but you cannot use more than a certain percentage for on one post.
There is already, if Tech Coder had mentioned, it's 10% for any one given action, or no, your account can only use 10% of the given rewards pool for that week, I think was what it was. So there's a point where if you start voting really, really large, you're just burning your VP essentially. Using that VP on a regular basis and not letting it charge, you'd earn more than, you know, spending a million VP on one big post, you know, every day of the week versus 500,000 VP 2 times a day kind of idea over time. It all balances out to be like a system where it is stakeholder oriented. You can't really restrict the stakeholder. It comes down to actions of stakeholders and which stakeholder is going to step up to try and enforce the correct action on the platform, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
But like
the point I think about, the point I'm thinking about for the last couple of years already. You know, it's like you can't mute or where you can mute, but you cannot really block people on Steam or Hive. Just even if you got the impression they abusing yourself, they just trolls or doing something, you know, you have to accept. You can mute them, but that doesn't really help. They still can go on and give you a hard time all the time. So I think something needs to be implemented to get that trolling, especially from the rich ones, in line, kind of, you know.
Yeah, it is kind of like a really weird social environment, since you can hide behind your money, and we have people that have too much money and too much time, is what I assume. You get a lot of really frickin' evil trolls. So I know what you're talking about, but I'm not sure that a limit per se on stake would be the issue. It'd be a matter of tools for community curation efforts and filtering. You know, a reputation system that then allows community to determine, not based on stake, but on a system of verified accounts that can't be easily manipulated, then verifying further accounts which can't be easily manipulated, to then have a system of filtering to allow, I don't know, I honestly believe like user-based tools is the easiest method, where if I go on DTube and I set my profile to being like, I don't want any Mondo Shawan comments to ever display on my DTube comments, blah, 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 blah. Or if I don't want comments on my video, I could check a box and nobody can comment on my video. Problem solved. Right? Like,
yeah.
There are really simple solutions, but I think that blockchain and developers don't think of the simple solution and how it could solve the problem without being an issue. You know, it's always like this censorship and decentralization and free speech. And I'm like, well, there's a fucking line between free speech. If I want to publish content and not have anybody comment on it, well, fucking I should be allowed to.
Yeah, no, it's going, to me, the thinking goes around like the money I spent, the power I spend on somebody. Like I have one guy I follow on Hive. We kind of became friends, if you can say so. He's giving a hard time. He's really angry, an angry guy, and gives a lot of hard talk. So I don't mind. I see where he's at and why he's there. You know, so sometimes he spends quite a lot of words in some posts, and I give him an upvote. And I don't mind. I want to give my power, my money to this guy. And just because he's an angry guy, some whale tries to just take that off. So to me, it's insulting to myself that the guy who decides that this angry person does not need to have any money or any Hive. So who is he to tell me that the money I gave to this person willingly, the whale just decides, no, you're not allowed to do that. And that's nothing to do with decentralization either, you know.
And in some ways it is. That comes in with the community battle between decentralization and, you know, like what decentralization and community are fundamentally opposed. In my mind, you know, like the decentralized system doesn't actually support the concept of community because people are defined as an individual. So then to create community within a decentralized system, you're actually creating a centralized service or network within the network of the decentralized system, which is a system of centralization per se of power. So you're rallying together your votes. It kind of breaks the idea. It's like how you get like corporations of different entities all voting on the world party's fucking affairs, but down at the bottom level where all those entities actually break down into the different parts and people, you see a completely different system of voting and uphold. So like what is upheld at the top level isn't upheld at the bottom level. So unless you're one of the top level, you don't get the same level of acceptance at the bottom level, right? So
yeah, that's a Ponzi.
Well, exactly, and the systems are fundamentally built this way because of human nature. We would have to design a system to work against human nature to then essentially hand over full control to the system to govern us, per se. Because humans have proven time and time again we're incapable of governing ourselves.
That's a long discussion we could have only on that on that subject already,
Yeah. And anyways, like the odd part about how we have a large number of people active, but so many of them don't seem to receive support. It becomes a system of echo chamber. And I seen it first evolve on Steam pretty intensely. Steam became a big echo chamber. DTube started as a massive echo chamber where you'd go on DTube and all you saw was videos of DTube this, DTube that, blah, 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 blah. People sporting something or other, DTube exclusive video, and I don't know, it was this weird trend that happened for a while. But the echo chamber effect kind of has the opposite effect on the tail end, because the echo chamber causes like the hyperbaric movement in the interest. So you get like everybody's searching Google, everybody that's inside the niche ends up discovering DTube, discovering all the aspects of DTube, and then it ends at the end of it, you end up with the tail end. So you get the hyperbolic move up in interest, and then at the tail end of your echo chamber, you end up with the hyperbolic move downwards, because it was only the echo chamber that made the movement happen in interest in the first place. So it is almost like the echo chamber effect of the community within the decentralized space. Because it's decentralized, you can't really expand outside, tends to make it a weird situation of not being able to expand outside. I can't really fully encapsulate that idea off the top of my head, but I hope that makes sense for you.
Yeah, kind of not.
It's like right now, the best example I could think of is the Hive movement on Twitter, and they're trying to make a social presence for Hive, and it does have some effect, and they are gaining attention of some of the notoriety people, the people they want to gain attention, possibly exchanges, that sort of idea, having some big names drop tweets here and there. But I'm not sure that it's having the onboarding effect, because there's still no simple tool. Like, there's no Facebook fucking plugin yet. I think there is on 3Speak, but nobody wants to develop the systems to create the funnel effect. We have one end where the people are, and we have the other end where the people are echoing, this is where everybody should be, but nobody's made the funnel to then have all the people screaming, this is where you should be, actually have a fucking megaphone to then get the attention of the people where they are. And vice versa, the funnel makes it easy to get back. There's no funnel.
I was thinking about also the other day, like people from Facebook or Twitter or whatever, just you want to name here. It's just they so easy and comfortable with their system, and they always have the kind of the excuse, yeah, but all my friends are here. That's the I'm using it just to get the messages around, and they're not really interested to leave their known comfortable place, especially not for a place you need like 4 keys and 5 whatever, and you can make money, okay, but then you got a whale who's telling you what you have to do and how you have to do. And so to me, all these work everybody is doing to get some other people on, to me, it's just it doesn't bring the people on, because they're comfortable where they are. So that's why the people from Hive go to Twitter. So the people from Twitter don't need to come to Hive, because everybody from Hive goes to Twitter. You understand what I mean?
Well, that's
see that in
exactly it. I wonder if they realize that there is that defined segregation between their social activity on Hive and on Twitter. The Hivers going to Twitter to do their social engagements and whatnot, versus like their content has moved away from being engagement and kind of just a place to be earning, which was at one point the opposite of the message the witnesses wanted to project. Steam isn't a place to come and earn. You have to create quality content, and you have to make an investment. Unless you power up, you're not going to earn anything, and and well, it kind of feels like it's going the opposite way. Show up and earn is what they're pushing.
Like the first post I did on Steam, like 2018. I remember I explained a little who I am, what I'm doing, and this and that, and that I probably will post once or twice a month to get the people informed and stuff. And in the comments down below, it was like kind of, but you better probably post every day, or at least 2 or 3 times a week. If not, the people will not even bother to come to watch your post. So that was the welcome from the people of Steam at the time to a new guy trying to do something on a decentralized platform,
I think we got a bot in here that'll show us first post. I think.
You just activated something showing me a blocked message. What was that?
Blocked the message?
I blocked Pinbot. I can't remember why. Why did I block Pinbot?
It's annoying as fuck. Because every time you type in a command with an exclamation point, it gives you an error. I'm trying to figure out Banjo's first post option. Pretty sure it's first post, but Banjo might not have access to this channel.
It's only first.
Is it?
I think it's just first.
Huh. Doesn't look like it's responding. Did Banjo disappear? Banjo's still in here.
Is it the exclamation? You sure about that? Isn't the $sign for the banjo?
Is it $sign? Oh, that might be why. No. Oh, this is annoying. I think that was Crimson Clad that made, let me try help. Let's see if it comes up. I'm pretty sure Banjo, because I changed tip CC to the plus. Yeah, because $sign.
Yeah, $sign is tip CC, you're right.
So Banjo is working on $sign. Tip CC on our server is the plus sign now. But it doesn't seem to have a first post in there anymore. It just has help, balance, balances, deposit, withdraw, tip, and rain. Glad I didn't kick Banjo because I'm pretty sure I still have tokens on my other account. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to stop the recording here. Good having you all in the One Love community. Curation Bonanza with Bird. Dude, this morning, I'm just pounding through it. Don't forget to go engage those posts. I'll put up a tweet from the One Love community. Have all the links and the details about next week's show. Blah, 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 blah. You know the deal. Retweet, like, comment on the posts, and bring one of your shared tweets of the listed posts and drop it in our DTube Snap channel to claim your reward. That's it for today. Thank you, Duder, for joining me.
Welcome, man.
And Mr. Kaft, who's on his way home, I assume.
Who got kicked out today?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I actually just tried to disconnect
Still going
you.
on about that.
No, I explain. Man, come on, brother. I explain. I've seen there's a sign called disconnect. I wanted to disconnect, but the mouse dropped a little and just underneath is kick, you know. So I'm sorry.
It still hurts, man. My feelings hurt, man.
Your feelings hurt. Yeah, I imagine that your
I know
feelings
you
hurt.
don't give a fuck about the feelings, but still they hurt.
Come on. You need a girlfriend. Go and get your girlfriend, please.
I have two girlfriends. It's called right hand and left hand.
Yeah, but